Good evening, and was it happy Thursday? I would give you all that spiel about like, oh, it's almost the weekend, but I'm freelance, so it's always a weekend for me while I'm not working. um, yes. So today I'm going to give Firewatch a little go. I don't really know much about it. I know it's like a story-based game. I'm hoping there isn't too much reading involved, because me reading that to you guys is going to be more of a torture than anything. Um, There we go. That's what all the screeching's about. Um, yeah. I've always been intrigued what fire watchers actually do, apart from literally watch for fires. Uh, if I didn't have such a happy life, I'd probably give it a go. Okay. Mostly voice acted. Okay. Um, I know I've seen some very pretty wallpapers and visuals from it, so that's kind of the actual main thing that hooked me. That and seeing it on Steam for about £1. Channel wise, I finally made two emotes so far. For the subscribers, you'll find a Roger Roger, um, as that is generally the affirmative. What's the word? I use Roger Roger a lot in games when talking to people. There it is. And the second one, not so applicable to this game, but there's a Outlaws Dead one, where it's just, yep, there it is. That's more for other games. I think it reads. I had a hard time trying to do such small art and trying to make it read. Roger Roger happened like, I think I did 3 versions of it. One I actually submitted. Like one version which I looked back on was it just sucked. A second version which was it was okay, but the contrast and everything didn't really work. And then this third one where you can see more of a silhouette of the B1's head and heavier contrast. So yeah, it works. Yeah. To be honest, I could also make a Roger Roger facing the other way, so everyone can just like Roger 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 themselves, in the you know droid way, not in the you know. Right. So we're going to start this, and we'll see how we get on. If it's really slow, we'll see. Like I again don't have a schedule for this. I know it's going to be more than one part, so yeah, we'll just see how we get on. Again, I'm not doing this to a schedule or anything. Um, so hopefully we'll play like an hour or two and get to about 8:45, where I then hand over raid Dinkle like usual Thursdays, and then I'll continue on Hold Fast. So we'll go from probably this very nice serene game into a clusterfuck of Hold Fast to bring the mood back up, because I think this is supposedly sad. We'll see. We'll get on. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk more Firewatchy. Oh, that's a good start. Did it just crash? Oh no, that is it starting a new game. Straight to the point. Do shout if audio levels need changing, like usual. Maybe they're emotes I should make. Audio up, audio down. Okay. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. You see Julia. I'm still seeing Julia. Am I supposed to... mouse is working. Okay, I'm not just some creeps at a bar just staring across a bar at Julia. Oh, there's the music I found. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professionals and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, so I'm Henry, are out drinking with your pals. Lads. Hello, Raven. Okay, so it's... I approach her. You are drunk. Okay, so sort of need to establish how much of this character is me and how much of this character is this person. So what's your major, or you're pretty? Let's go pretty. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You said there was no reading. You're not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. Someone should buy me a cheeseburger. She knows how to get my heart, buying me food. She flags down the waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Yep. Just hears you. Okay. Now we're off. Oh, I have feats. That's rare in a game. I don't know how sleuthy I need to be. I don't think it's more like Life is Strange, I think, where it's obvious. Like, for example, I'm sure I'm supposed to go open that door, but me being me is going to have a little look around first. Light to bleed there. Yeah, I don't think it's that kind of game where I have to go around every corner. Yeah. He says, looking around every corner. I also wonder how far I can go as well. Okay, I get it. We'll do what we're intended. Some level designer put a perfectly lit light here to light up this truck, and I ignored it. Yeet. Isn't the tail down? Oh well. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Nuts as in bad, or... You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beers just about anywhere. Ooh, maybe a bit too many beers. Life is good. See? Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. Yeah. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. Okay. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Ooh, big dog. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Yeah, but Julia loves the beagle, and I love either of them. So, I guess we get the beagle. I pick the beagle, and she names it Bucket. Shepherd, and name him Mayhem. Let's get Bucket. Hopefully he doesn't kick it. Bucket is a good dog, as they all are. And a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. No, that's unfair. That's not like me. But it might be like Henry. Julia loves him. You love him too. Damn right I do. 1979. I can't remember what year it was when we met, but You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Oh, God. Had to spoil a good thing, didn't you? Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple little idiots. That would be pretty good. One day, why rush? If Henry is clearly going to have some of my tendencies. Why rush? She looks away, out towards the mountains. Ooh, that's not good. We have plenty of time, right? Speak for yourself, mister. Don't worry, you assure her. You tell her she has the body of an undergrad. My ovaries didn't get the memo, she says, laughing it off. One day, okay. Okay, one day, she says. 6 months later, and you get engaged, lying in bed on a Sunday morning. Ooh. Man, I have some thick hands. I'll assume my bag's on my back, but I'm pretty sure the tailgate was down before, so we may have lost it. Well, the fire risk is high. I think it's the other way. Ah, now we're talking. Maps. Under Canyon, Mule Point. Supply drop, okay. Lookout. I assume we're going to the lookout. Bears. Check in at fireworks. Okay. We need to see about I've seen a few TikToks of people at Firewatches, and they talk through their job and stuff. And they always say they march up there. They do the first walk up there, which I find, well, not that it's a bad thing walking in nature, but then they immediately tell you about the helicopter that then comes and drops off all their stuff and their supplies. So yeah. So it's next year. It's a Thursday night, and Julia's 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having fun. A fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Why? She's just having a fun time. I'd be worried if she didn't let me know where she was, but if she's clearly had a good time, then why are we fighting? I guess ignoring her is the lesser of two evils. You don't touch each other all night. The next day, you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold onto a tiny pill of resentment. Oh, God. You make some coffee and go to work. The next year, Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secrets model. I mean, I don't think I can really pull off the Victoria's Secret model, so let's go for He-Man. You look awesome. Thanks. Okay. Slightly trippy palette of colour here. Two forks of Cowtown. Alright. How far? 8 miles. Ah, no. There's a log in the way. That's it. That's a wallpaper. The next year, 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket. Yeah, Bucket at night. There is a festival in town and it brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. It's always the out-of-towners. Bucket gets kicked, but fuck, dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. That's just my reading. You confront the attacker. You scare him away. You beat this. Okay, not violence, but dog. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Yeah, probably still. The river sounds nicer in the first place. The next year, plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. And I assume it's not the key company. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Okay, so that's making a decision for me. Convince her not to take the job. No. Agree if she commutes back and forth. Okay, that again, that's the lesser of two evils. Why can't you not just be pleased? Okay, well, lesser of two evils. Agree if she commutes. You ask her if she's commuting, if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. I can't remember how long a semester is. I assume that's like a school year. (1985). Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She's lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to them just 2 days prior. Oh, I see where this is going. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. Well, no. Action is better than... After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. Yeah, she is 41. You both decided to keep this a secret for now. It's cute. I can't move. Journal. Oh, right, lovely. The picture from before, so that's her book. Victoria's Secret's Model 1 is just as hilarious. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Okay. 87. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their homes in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. Right, so I can see why we become a Firewatch. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Danielle, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You determine to take care of her by yourself. So, again, I don't know my character's ability to look after someone, but if it were me, I knew I could look after. Or at least I could for a little longer. And it's only myself I'm putting this through, so... I don't know the character, so let's say I look after her by myself. At least until I'm unable to. Color palette of this game is amazing. Saw nothing. Did he turn his nose up at me? Oh, it is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her. Why would you get mad at her? Like when she tries to cook. Oh, when she tries to do something she shouldn't. Tries to cook on her own food. Wouldn't get mad, but you can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. Okay, that sounds like a position that I would put myself in. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours drinking. Oh yeah, I forgot about drinking. On the dick. Watching baseball in the summer. College basketball in the winter. Drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. Put a chair in front of the door of the bedroom. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. Both of them are dangerous. Let's say I know that she sleeps like a rock because I've lived with her for however many years now. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. This is where I found out she's falling down the stairs. Oh, Becky! Hi, Ivy! Becky, stop it! But thank you. Right. Let's get back to our sensible, serious, heartbreaking story. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. Whatever. I'm sure it's not important. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1, a couple of nights a week. Okay, so we're talking like 3 hours at max. Hi, Sol. Yeah, so that's not as dangerous, I suppose. You look forward to those nights. Oh dear. 1989. One night you are stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a 10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. I think that's definitely not like me. Julie's parents take the next plane from Australia and can't believe that the state your house is in. Okay, so I wasn't good at looking after it. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. That's fair. You don't argue. Yep. And you say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. Okay. And you take it. I guess that's firewatching. So Julia is at her parents'. There we go. End of reading. Lovely. Thank God. I don't know how linear this game is as well. What was that? There's a. Ooh. What flashed up? I'm sure I saw something flash up there. Ooh. See when I hold the mouse still. Nope. Oh. Okay. Oh, is there a sign through here? Yeah, I was reading this sign from way back there, I think. Nope, that's Jones Lakes. Oh well. Let's just do what it says. Right, so partner is in parents' care with dementia. Oh, well, that's important. It's the outhouse. Probably full of spiders. I suppose they would bolt them up when they're not being used. Is there a season for this job? Yeah, generator, that's the obvious thing. Turn the power on. Jesus. Why am I, a praying mantis?
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Oh. Chunky hands.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Hold left shift. Oh. Alright, scroll wheel. There we go.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
Delilah.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
What's wrong with his nails?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Oh, there's a time limit. Killed 3 ex-husbands. You're rebelling against your mum. Nobody back home can stand you. Well, she clearly killed her 3 ex-husbands.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Sounds about right.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Is it bad I can already see where this is going?
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
You can see me on my desk. Or is it like the beacons where you can see from one to the other? I didn't know that was a thing for fire lookouts. So I guess I said...
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Surely you get training before you come here.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing.
Oh.
You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
West, west, west. Oh, and
Are those fucking fireworks?
Ooh.
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Like, kick the shit out of them?
Do you think you
Can
can
I
handle
write
that?
them a ticket? I'm not really into discipline.
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well,
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Smart.
smart.
Shut up.
I don't think we need the dish soap. I don't think we need Gordon's compass. Take some bleach for the road. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Do I take my bag? I think this place is going to burn down before I figure out what I'm doing. Ooh. She mentioned rope. That was in the box on the way. Oh, I do take my bag. Who's doing rockets at this time? Is there a run button? No. Oh, this paper map has a lovely icon of where we are. That's going to get annoying, because that's like... Shift is the normal run button in most games. Well, there's a zoom in. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. I'm guessing there. There's the box. Can anyone remember the code? Thank you. I was just saying how you actually enter it. There we go. 2, 3. The bear attacks me at some point. Copy information. Let me really see what the information was. Oh, that's the cache. That's my tower. Ron. 86. That's when I was born. Hey man, guy couldn't take it, so I looked it up and looked out. Put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you liked. Hiking into the park, but let's get back when I get back. Dave. Oh. Granola. Oh. Can I take? Examine, drop, or eat? Well, I don't want to leave it, so nom nom nom. Deal with whoever's setting off fireworks. Do we have to change the lock? Yeah. So there's nothing in there, no harm. Let's see. Guess we go straight down the middle. Don't get. Do I just talk to her? I don't know how you talk to her. Art toggle jog. Oh god. So I might make R my radio and make shift jogging. It'll pop up with walkie symbol, and then you can. At this point in the forest, fire would have started by now. Probably. This vista is incredible. There really is a whole lot of nothing out here, huh? I would do that if it was more sarcastic, but it just sounds like he doesn't care.
This vista is incredible.
Which one?
Down the hill from my tower. There's a canyon, and then the rest of, well, everything.
Yeah, you should see what I'm looking at. An eagle has been hovering over this gorge for the past hour. Maybe if you're good, you can come by and see it at the end of the summer.
I mean, judging by the width of her lookout over there, she's not that far away. Okay, that's going to get annoying. Can't change that. Never mind. It's fine. Yeah, this. All right. So that was an illusion of choice. I suppose so. Ooh.
Hey, there's a tree out here that's been ripped to hell.
And?
Don't you think that's, disconcerting?
Henry, there are 500-pound grizzly bears out here. They sharpen their claws on trees.
We don't have grizzlies in Colorado. People killed them a long time ago.
Well, in the thoroughfare, they hunt people, they kill people, they bury their bodies, and then come back weeks later to eat them because they prefer rotten meat. People just disappear.
Don't you think that's disconcerting?
No, Henry, that's life.
Christ, lady.
I appreciate that we obviously don't want to walk miles and miles and miles, but if that little bend up there is what we just did, this map's tiny. But it looks the scale of a regular map. Which I suppose is quite good design, to be honest. It's not DayZ where we just want to spend all day walking. Hello, Ashura, how are you? We're having a nice slow one for the minute, just walking through the woods. Very nice, thank you. Shale slide. It's steep. Oh, it's not even a sprung carabiner. Look at this. Don't think it's sprung. It's not a locking carabiner. Oh, the knot's right, though. That's a double figure, or a figure of 8. Not so sure about the anchor point. The anchor point itself looks solid, but the rope being at a practically 180 off the knot. Now that's dangerous. You want it like 90 degrees or less. Nerd. Spacebar. And also rappelling just down a straight rope. It's not that steep, to be fair. No. That, and we're using a hemp rope, which has been in the box for God knows how long, so yeah. I think we're asking for that. Oh, clearly they put their wedding ring on the character model. Okay, this is more of a scree than a climb. Anyway. Report climbing. Ow.
Hey.
What the hell's wrong with you?
My rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No,
The rope.
I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Thanks. Oh, it's actually getting dark already. Do we have a watch? We don't have a watch. Don't think that's where we go. Fireworks were to our right. I am definitely going to get some of these screenshots as a wallpaper. Oh, a nice camping spot. These cliffs down here are something. Hey, I'm not sure where to look. Camping spot.
It is a hell of a nice camping spot down here by the lake.
I haven't been down there in years, but yeah, Jonesy Lake area is perfect.
I mean, if I was setting off fireworks, I'd do it on top of that thing. I clearly played too much DayZ because I am jumpy at everything in this cozy game. Oh, sights are right. Evidence. Oh, it's got. Now, please tell me, am I dyslexic or is that supposed to be gibberish? It says come there.
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
The idiots down at the lake?
Yeah, them. I just found where they're hanging out.
So, one of the smallest acts you can do that is the biggest judge of character is littering. You litter, you really are an asshole. Like it's. I don't want to drop it now. That's going to make me. Oh, clean up. There we go. Oh, I've still got the rope around my. Oh, no, it's my backpack. I can see some smoke down here as well. The bag over there. Still warm. Yep. My job here is done. Firewatch complete. Ah, they're in the lake. Oh, their clothes are off. Ooh,
Oh,
don't mind if I do.
Ferret are Irish.
We also don't want to steal.
Probably don't need this in my life right now.
Oh yeah, he does like to drink, doesn't he? Like one of my neighbours' whole garden is full of rubbish. Oh, grim. 2 pairs of clothes. It says hold to inspect at the bottom, but all it does is like zoom in. It's not really inspecting, is it? I can hear music now. Ooh la la. Not my size. Am I just taking that now, am I? I know, there it is.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
There are panties.
Panties.
What?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why? Because you're
Just
12?
say underwear. If you don't like that word.
There's a... Ooh.
Yes?
There are 2 naked ladies out here.
Can you handle that?
Come on, I like naked ladies, same as anyone, but there's, you know...
2?
Unless she
Yeah.
doubled up her pants.
I know this will be tough for you, but try to pick your tongue up off the ground and do your job.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, they've got sparklers and stuff. It's like, what? I thought it turned into some sort of like mermaid luring magic. It's a sparkler.
What is that guy doing over there? Is he...
Full stereo!
Oh, hey, put that down. Seriously, it was expensive.
Fucking cool it with the fireworks!
Please just put it down. We won't light anymore. This guy's creepy, Chelsea. You probably have a tiny dick. Chelsea? It's my boombox. Can we go? Let's just run to the other side of the lake or something. Ew, totally. You're gross. You're just some sad man out in the woods.
Oh, don't know if I could have talked to them or if they were just talking at me. But clearly the game didn't want to have to make any more models.
Hey, did I go okay?
I hope they drown. Bit much. It's
It's
done.
done.
Well, that's ominous.
Hopefully there won't be any more trouble.
Good. Thanks for going down there.
I can't turn it off.
Well, this lake does seem like a good spot to swim, even if the last people to do so were assholes.
Yeah, right now, though, it's all snowmelt, so you'll freeze your balls off. But as hot as it's been, maybe that's a fair trade.
Starting to feel like it. Hey, there's a trail to Two Forks Tower down here near the lake,
Yeah, that's your tower.
so I should go this way.
Well, you're not climbing back
Oh.
up that slide.
Oh, actually, yeah, good point. I forgot about that. Treacherous ravine. Don't know how far off piste you can go. Oh, alright, there's the lake. Oh, there's cash up this way. Go have a look. They just disappear. Okay.
I take it you fell prey to the Forest Service's big recruiting effort when it comes to, how the hell you ended up out here.
I got a job out of the paper. What do you mean? I was looking for a job like this. Yeah.
Actually, I went looking for the job. I just wanted to get out of town for a while.
Well, you've come to the right place. Thanks to last summer, we got a bump in Forest Service budget and can actually afford to have you.
I assume, yeah, there was other fires.
Oh, you're talking about that giant fire that probably caused some damage. Turned an entire jamboree of brownies to dust.
Oh,
Brownies don't have jamborees.
Well, they should.
And you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, do you?
I do not.
Jeez. I mean, the federal government almost let Yellowstone National Park burn to the ground? Ring a bell?
Yellowstone is like,
Why would they do
15
that?
miles away. Why would they do that?
Well, the short story is that for 60 years, we got very good at not letting forest fires happen. And then about 15 years ago, they decided that forest fires in wilderness areas like Yellowstone should be left to burn. So that's what they did. I can't believe you didn't hear about this. There were reports that the entire park was gone. Dan Rather telling the country that President Reagan didn't care on the nightly news. I mean, what the hell's he gonna do? Smoke jump in and snuff one out for the Gipper?
What should they have done?
So what should they have done?
I don't even know. By the time the Yellowstone folks realized the little fires weren't gonna burn themselves out, 100,000 acres were gone. It's Yellowstone, you know? People don't want to touch it. But we touch it every single day. But hey, I got a 30 cents an hour raise because we can't have another fiasco. Like the goddamn park can burn down again.
Oh, you can use all the...
Any chance of those kids getting a disease in this lake, like diphtheria or consumption or...
Consumption? Not if they're not 19th century chimney sweeps, no.
You know, whatever.
I mean, if they drank a bunch, Giardia maybe, but probably not this time of year.
Well, that's too bad.
It's hard with forest fires because technically they are a part of nature, but I suppose with global warming and stuff, it becomes more prevalent. No, what are you doing? Go away. It's not very good having signs on the inside of these things. No one can see them. Oh, it's Ron again. Got some bad news back home, so hopefully they'll let me out of here for a while. Who's to say? Though budget being what they are. Did you get my note about what went down in that place? Sheriff isn't too pleased with me, but I don't know. I probably overdid it. Wish you would have been there. I guess you must. Oh, guess you must have got up. Dave. P.S. Amigos in Spanish and profesh. No, it's a bit of Italian and stuff. And lake map. Copy information. What information is on here that I don't have? Ooh. Just a cache. I do apologize for my reading profusely. Oh, I mark the actual trails. Okay. Where's my tower? Over there. So we'll probably walk up the river. Thunder Canyon. Or do we test the game and see what happens if you go up east and north? Past Mule Point. I will be on hold fast tonight, yes. We'll play this until I can raid Dinkle, and then I'll jump off and be on hold fast. So, what do we reckon, guys? Go north and see what the game does if we just go a different way, or head up Bunny Canyon, probably back to our lookout at Two Forks. We might just get turned around immediately, so. Well, no one's saying anything, so I'm going north. Roll for it. Actually, I don't actually see the path that it wants me to take. Ooh. Should we do a Blackwake community event when Dinkle boards his flight? When's Dinkle? Oh, come on, you can walk down there. Is Dinkle away now? When does he go away? I forget. Oh, wait, we need a new rope, that's why. Wait, was there one in the box? I didn't actually look in the base of the box, did I? Doop. Hi, Teeny. Oh, an old sweater.
I found a sweatshirt from the University of Eastern Colorado.
There's a University of Eastern Colorado?
I really don't think there is.
Why would somebody make that up?
Right, and then put it on a sweatshirt.
The world's a weird place.
I didn't see this little haunting. Ooh. I'm not reading all that. I'm just going to hold it here for you guys to read for a moment. Maybe. Neil Black thought a trip to California would do him good. Soak up some sun, drive a convertible, and maybe even enjoy a poolside drink with a tiny umbrella. But in Richard Surgeon's fourth entry in the Neil Black series, California is nothing but a dream. An emergency landing after a murder in first class. Something, a trans-American thriller has pulls Neil, blah blah blah, the South City streets and slams him, blah blah, into a sordid web of politics and something high finance, and all he finds is murder, dissent, and betrayal. I put too much emphasis on the murder. I thought that was a full stop. Blah blah estate is new territories and is not to be missed. Can we take this? Drop or examine? Oh, what? Oh, come on. I didn't know when it said drop, it was just... I thought things were being put back where they came from when you click drop. Alright, there we go. Oh, well, team, don't get any spoilers from watching me. Oh, I didn't know we could take notes as well. That would have made it a lot easier to read as well. I guess, ooh, one. We'll take that. Right, onwards. Is there like equipment? What's this? Notes from Dane. We don't have a rope anymore, do we? So we can't go that way. That's the game telling us that that's for later. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we're just going up the canyon. I'll say, first impressions, it's very beautiful. We just had an encounter with some girls at a lake. But it's a shame that they clearly didn't want to make many human models. I think you're supposed to feel isolated up here, so they were at a distance as a silhouette. does look like Mars at the minute. There is supposed to be like the sun setting, I think, rather than just everything's orange.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, you know, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
That's it telling me to zoom. It's not a big deal.
It's fine.
I'll keep that sort of a thing to a minimum. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
No worries, Raven. What she says, talk to me when I get to the lookout. Okay. Kind of don't want to run at first. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I can see my tower from far away.
Yeah, we experimented with hidden underground towers for a while, but we weren't really happy with the results.
Oh, the sarcasm's not gonna get old. Not at all.
Wait a minute, was that sarcasm?
Shut up.
I think I've gone the wrong way. I think I was supposed to go there. Don't know. How is there thunder?
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home, and try not to get hit by lightning.
It is Thunder Canyon. You are right. Oh, did that just time out? Oh, now I'm stuck with the radio in my hand as well. I wish they wouldn't put timers on this kind of thing. Like, that was just me trying to read those. Can you change the timer? Settings. General. Sounds, mute, blah, blah, blah. Autosave, hide brightness. Graphics controls. Doesn't look like it. Mouse sensitivity. Just keybinds. The anti-dyslexic reader timeout thing. No idea. Saying that the dialogue options timeout. Cache. Fair point. I've heard it's marking all these trails on for me that are blatantly obvious by the topography. Where we're here, so that goes up to Bear Point, or Beartooth Point. Uh, defend. Oop.
Yeah, I get the sense that not everything in here is useful.
In the boxes? Why's that?
I don't really know what I'll do with the deer horn.
Firstly, they're called antlers. And secondly, stay out here long enough and you'll get creative.
Oh,
Ah!
okay. Gonna have me wandering around the woods in the dark, isn't it? Oh, wait, this cave, for example. With this tiny light and bears everywhere.
Hello? What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks. NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So,
So I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
great.
Yeah.
Used to go caving with someone back in Colorado. She loved it. Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
It doesn't seem that dangerous. Whoa, whoa! Oh, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here.
God damn it.
It looks like the path leads through the cave.
Back in the cave, huh? Man, I don't need to lose another lookout in there.
Another lookout?
They go in, they never come out.
Ah, so this is another one of your jokes.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Can you die in this game? I have no idea. Well, that looks like a climbable surface, judging by the...
This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Although, Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, but maybe you can find another one to get your caving kicks in.
Oh, this one's so close to home and convenient, though.
Aw, sorry, Hank.
Jesus. Sorry. Cheeky way to do the weather change. Going under there. Oh, Jesus.
There's some guy out here giving me the creeps.
The creeps? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
Don't need that on. If I hadn't called it in, I could have murdered him. I think he had the high ground. Dramatic. He was only just up here, though. There's still an opportunity. Pretty sure he was, yeah, he was just up here. Oh, you just dropped straight down. That way goes up there. Let's try the climbing thing. Yeah, I assume the game's going for like an isolation kind of thing, so I doubt we'll actually ever be close, like talking to people. Oh, I could have just walked up there. Oh well, adventure. Do you ever feel like in games that some prompts are just not necessary? Adventure. I would be surprised if there was a person at the top.
Well, that trail isn't closed anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took care of the blocked path. It was backbreaking, but, you know, anything for the service.
Well, thank you.
Anytime.
The generator? Oh, it's the outhouse. Who's this guy?
Ah!
Talk about this thing.
I don't think there's any fictional character I hate more than Forrest Burns.
Henry, as an employee of the Forest Service, that is treason.
Yeah, well, he really freaked me out as a kid.
He inspired me to spend the bulk of my 30s keeping the wilderness safe.
A shrink would have a field day with you.
Thanks, Mom.
What kind of name is Forrest Burns anyway?
Well, that would be a pun, Hank. A glorious pun.
I went to junior high with a guy named Royal Butts.
Royal?
Butts.
I didn't think anyone had been named Royal since the 1850s.
Well, Royal's mom, Flo, was a bit of a trendsetter.
Flo Butts? Oh, man, that's even worse.
Yeah, well, it's still better than Forrest Burns.
There was a teacher at my secondary school, just as I left, who was called Miss Munt. I thought she was very brave to go into the teaching, But how can this? Look at this guy. He's psychotic. Those dark, round eyes that would stare back at you.
So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
When they say gas, they don't mean actual gas.
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with frizzy locks.
I could never.
Use. Somebody once told me the world. don't really want to throw that in there.
So it's just the outhouse then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
She's got a shiwi. Guess we'll go up to bed. Oh, it's the window blocking. What?
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell
You should get inside.
Fuck me.
Someone's robbed me. It'd be that guy we should have murdered on that cliff. Now this feels like Daisy. Oh.
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
There's glass everywhere.
Okay, I put in a call.
Well, what can they do about it? Will they catch whoever did it?
This is the Forest Service, Henry. They're not exactly Hawaii Five-0. Do you have any idea who would have done this?
Let's blame the guy on the canyon.
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Let's not do the American way.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you can protect yourself, huh?
I've done it before.
Okay, tough guy.
Oh, okay. Stay 2, apparently. Oof, Jesus.
Wake up. Hey, wake up.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our
Just sleep
problem.
with that window like
That
that.
storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either. I don't really know why that would be the case. I mean, we've had issues with the radios going out in this area before.
Can I go fix it?
Well, you probably can't, but what you can do is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
Is
But
Hank even
Hank's
supposed to be
rhymes with
short for
Hank.
Henry?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
It took me a surprisingly long time to realize that Tony was short for Anthony. Right. It's a dandelion. Now we're not so urgent. We can actually have a little look around. Little raccoon. Oh, yep, very clever. A bit of an awkward hand back there, buddy. That back. What are we writing? Sleep is going to be a real problem. %, sure I wasn't going to have any visual streams. It's a diary basically. I'm not going to read you all of it because you don't want to hear that. It's always strange when games have things that you can interact with that actually have no real consequence whatsoever. Zuds. Give me half a second. Oh, never mind. Is that pencil sharpener? Nope. Guidebook. Oh, all right. Here's my little book library. Oh, I thought the books that I found would get added to this, like that one, the murder mystery one. Okay. Will we ever actually have to use this? North. Oh yeah, it's past the outhouse, wasn't it? So we are heading to Beartooth Point, and in that direction. Oh yeah, you can see the cable on the map there. I think we find the key. Yeah, telephone line. And it intersects the path 4 times. Nope, 3 times. What's the bet that it's broken on the 3rd point?
You wake up pretty early then, huh?
As soon as the sun comes up. The Forest Service really frowns on us putting up curtains for some reason.
I just covered my head with my pillow. Seems to do the trick.
Wow. The forest could never burn down on your watch.
Can you see the communication wires from where you are?
I can see the poles, but I have no idea if the wire's in good shape or not. They run a good distance up to a spot called Beartooth Point. You just need to walk along them all the way up there and make sure everything's in ship shape.
So, at least in the English grading of rock climbing, it was basically done by like Victorian gentlemen, you know, with their woolly jumpers and hemp rope and so on. And so the way they graded climbs was just by like just words, not numbers or anything. So you got like moderate, hard, severe, and then they sort of start getting in between ones, which was like very hard, very severe. So yeah, the English rock climbing guide is a bit, it's a bit dated. I think America uses proper. We came up that way last time. Let's go down this way. Proper like numbers, and so things are obvious rather than that's hard, very severe.
It's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms
Roger,
up
roger.
fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
Life like. Let's talk about
You know,
bar.
boring if you don't ski. We used to go to this bar called the Dollar, though. I love that place.
Oh, wait, is that down on Pearl? They have all the money pinned to the ceiling?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I love that bar. Why don't you go anymore?
I took this job.
I took this job?
Oh, duh. Hey, can you hold on a sec?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you?
What?
Okay, good. No, I don't think he has any idea. I'm absolutely sure. Would you? All right, I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard. Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, if there's anyone or anything you want to talk about, fire away.
Who was that?
Who is who?
I don't think he has any idea. What was that? Were you talking about me?
What?
You left your button pressed or something.
Henry, that call was work. I was just talking to... Actually, it's not really your business. Why are you freaking out?
I'm not freaking out.
Good. I'm gonna go quiet for a little bit. Call me if it's important.
Oops. I guess that was a bit pushy. Everything else has been quite personal so far, like talking-wise. And she's been quite open about everything, so I didn't think that would have been too much of a problem, but apparently I read the room a bit wrong. You know, like in games where you choose one dialogue option and you think it's going to be one thing, and then they like punch them in the face and say it, and it's like, oh, well, that's got completely different connotations to what I was expecting. Where are we? Did I just walk down the canyon? Oh no, I'm just above the cave. What's the bet that that door gets unlocked at some point? bet that's ominous. To run. I'm alright. I'm enjoying the view. We're going around the log. Again, I played too much DayZ. Every clip of a twig makes me nervous. Oh, I keep pressing that as if it's a map. Been playing too much Helldivers. There's a little off-piece park here, I think. Yeah. There's the telephone poles. Oh, it's a creak of the tree. That it really sounded like the real rumble of like a wild cat or something. But I suppose something that deep would have had to been a lion, and I don't think there's lions in. Where are we? Colorado. So far, so good.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
She sounds fine now. Looks fine. I want to go see the little outhouse or wherever it was.
So we really can't reach anyone any other way than these wires?
What else do you suggest? Smoke signals?
Just seems dangerous.
Well, if they don't hear from me for a few days, they'll send someone out, but I'd rather it not come to that.
Hey, I found a structure that might have been an outhouse once, I think.
Whoa, you don't need my permission to go to the bathroom, but, you know, use abandoned shitters at your own peril.
I mean, I'm in the right area?
Yeah, the wire runs quite a ways north. Just follow it up to the point that I mentioned.
This outhouse is in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I hate to tell you, but everything out here is in the middle of nowhere.
You know what I mean. Am I on the right track?
Just keep following the wire to the top of the ridge, and then you can head back.
Just noticed on the map there's a bit of space out here, so I was just going to have a little peek. Ooh.
Anything I should know about the cabin at the top of this hill? Hello? Okay, then.
Keep pressing the arrows for Helldivers stratagems. Doesn't look like an official box. Oh no, it is. What have we got? Ooh, hat.
Huh. Found an old hat from a Korean war vet.
You'd be surprised how many former service members take this gig.
Well, makes sense.
I imagine if you've been through war, you probably can't get enough silence.
That's fair. Ooh. Thank you for your service. Nothing else in here. Well, you know what they say. It's all about location, location, location. I'm sure it's just a fixer-upper. Okay, that's loud. Sorry. Yeah, sometimes you just don't need to do examining games if it doesn't really add to anything. Unless they're building up for it to be a red herring. Jesus. This guy opens and presses buttons and does stuff as if he's a gym bro. What is the point of this place? Maybe it's for later. Anyway, back on task. Yeah. So, before she started talking there, the outhouse reminded me of the time I walked or attempted to walk from Los Angeles to California, San Francisco to LA on a sponsored hike trip thing. It didn't go very well, but I didn't plan it, so I could see the plan was flawed. But in that all our stops were too far apart, so all we could do all day was walk. There was no room for anything else. But yeah, I remember some of the country parks that we stayed in had little outhouses like that, and you really felt like something was going to come and kill you. I did manage to do 100 miles of that walk, to be fair. In, what, 3 and a bit days, I think it was. This is a very open bit of... Does he talk about every pole? No. Sort of stick with the... That's another box. Ah. Why do I keep hearing things? That's not the sound of bushes blowing in the wind. That's the sound of someone walking through them, and it's making me jump every time. Red Eagle, brewed in Wyoming. Long drop down.
Well, I hopped down a drop and now I can't climb back up.
That is a pickle.
I can just keep hiking, but I figured I should let you know in case I get myself trapped out here.
How adventurous of you.
I've been doing
Can't
a lot
walk
more
over there.
climbing out here than I expected.
Well, keep your radio charged. I'd hate to one day find a skeleton with an orange backpack at the bottom of a ravine.
Guess what?
What is it?
There's a bunch of empty cans up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
Damn them kids. We're also just assuming they're kids. Anyone can drink a beer. Hell, I like myself a beer. It's in my backstory. What if you get an achievement for clearing up every bit of litter? That'd be a good message. End of wire. Oh. Oh, look. There it is.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it.
That's actually good to hear. I can send someone out to fix it. Good find.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
Right, so they are panties that say go to hell. So I assume, well, it's safe to assume. It's not like a crazy mystery game that there's going to be something else if they've actually left a clue. So yeah, I think it's so safe to assume for the minute. Plus, the littering is clearly arseholey. Keep walking the path just so we can clean up as we go. Also, it reminds me to take my Steam overlay off. There's a path back there. Let's have a look. Cut con wire. Oh yeah, there was a box back there I didn't open. At the moment, we're heading right the way north to the supply drop. But I think I can't get back to that cache because I dropped down that cliff. Alright, so we'll just keep going. I mean, there's probably a way down past cache 241, or we can turn hard left here and go back under there. So I saw that little cliff there, but we kind of want to cover the new ground, I imagine. And we're trying to find their camp, so if there's not a beer can on this little bit of path here, we'll go back.
I've got an overgrown trail here,
Yeah, that'll happen.
so I'm screwed when it comes to getting past it.
Screwed until you clear it yourself, yeah.
Great. Well, if I come across some tools, I'll add groundskeeping to my ever-increasing list of responsibilities. There's really no way past some of this underbrush that's grown over the trail.
See, the thornier a trail is, the less inclined a ranger is to want to deal with it. They'll just hike or take their horse a different way.
Well, that answers that question. We're going back the other way. How is everyone doing? I know it's a very sort of slow stream compared to what I normally do. I think it's a story. Everyone likes stories. Basin. Do we change region? I doubt it. Imagine it's all around our tower, which is the whole point. Let's go have a look at that supply drop north of us. May as well while we're here. Yeah, going from this to Holdfast is going to be a bit crazy in in theme. My theories are Delilah is a werewolf, and the stranger who broke into the cabin is Julia. We know she likes beer, and you keep finding cans. Right. That sounds legit. Oh, I keep pressing that as if it's a map. Fire lookout. That's what's her face's one. Supply drop. Right here. Aha! Assume this is like a heliport for both towers. That makes sense. Now, they said all their ones were like this. Yep, there we go. Alright. Oh, we can steal other people's stuff. Or leave something in here for someone else. I don't think we have an inventory as such. That's like the last message thing. Yeah. So, Delilah's being cagey about something. Saying he knows nothing. John. Oh, that's a person. My Daisy heart just stopped. This is the road that goes all the way to her lookout, I think. We've got 2 confirmed teenagers, 1 confirmed mystery man. But, I mean, we assumed it was a man. All we saw was a torch and a silhouette. It could also be the same person. Ooh.
Hey, I'm out at a ravine. What's this thing that spans across it?
That is how you get to my sector.
No kidding. Well, let me hike over.
Well, it's locked up and mainly for emergencies. I've never actually used it. Rangers use it from time to time, but that's it.
Help! Oh, God, it's an emergency!
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got eyes on a tornado. I gotta get out of here.
A tornado in the heart of the Rockies?
Yes!
Holy moly, I need to call this in. Tom, Two Forks sees a tornado. He says he needs an evac into my sector. It's a meteorological impossibility. There haven't been tornadoes in the greater Yellowstone region in 100 million years. You're gonna need him to stay and take a detailed personal account, even if it means giving his life. Okay, I'll tell him. Sorry, Hank. No dice.
Man.
What do you mean the developers didn't want to make more map? Alright, let's get a wiggle on. Also, our first view of Stranger, they flash a torch at you, and the only pic we've seen of Julia, she's got a camera at you. Coincidence? I like where you're going with this. Look at that rock over there. That's got to have a name, right? Where is it? That is... If you would hold this compass nicely. South-southwest. Oh, it's Mule Point. Did I say Mule Point? Yeah, Mule Point. Doesn't look like a mule. Gotta go fast. I mean, in real life, even I would be a bit hesitant about walking across this.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
New rope. That's been weathered and in the sun for God knows how long. Slap. Brian Goodwin. Do we know a Brian Goodwin? Ow.
Well, I am flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition, too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
What, was he a fella you had a thing with?
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so,
Oh.
our love could never really be understood.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
Why? Where did they go?
I don't know. I never really hit it off with old Ned, and, one day they were just gone. Sucks.
I
Anyway,
suspect
so it goes.
murder.
Have, fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know. I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
So why is there 2 lines up there? I wonder how many people took a picture of that mule point with their camera straight away, just to test it out. And again, I was thinking that the anchor. I was saying about it before, but you wouldn't need another knot there because the knot would just weaken the rope even more. You can just, if you're going to do a loop, just do a loop and do it straight into the carabiner, straight onto the rope loop. Hey, sir, dude. I'm just critiquing the anchoring of this rope. We've noticed that the figure of 8 is quite good, although the clipping is not. The carabiners look sus as all hell. There's no... it might be sprung, but it's definitely not locking. And then the actual anchor itself has a knot in it, which you don't need if you're just going to just... If you have a loop, you would just put it straight onto the rope. Because every knot weakens a rope. Anyway. I'll get to actually walk down now. Do my little shorts. Yes, I do climb. I do all sorts of things. I mean, you also wouldn't rappel just by holding a rope and walking backwards, but this tiny little slope here, I think we'll be okay. Let's actually find the there you go. Yes, climber, scuba diver, equestrian. I do lots of things. Was there another pack up there? That's broken tree. There's the ropes up there I saw. Didn't see another pack. You're not terrified of heights. I believe you. I've had friends who are terrified of heights going climbing with me, and it's really nice to see them overcome their fears. Same way as I like teaching people new skills. I love seeing people learn as well. 1, 2. Why do I always go 1 over? Cache, confirmation. Right, so in about half an hour, I'll be handing you guys over to Dingle. If you could stay with me till then, that'd be lovely. I do have food next to me that I kind of want to eat, but if it's just half an hour, I could pass you over and then just scoff it down. Liz? A fossiled claw. Going to turn into Jurassic Park.
Someone found a fossil and put it in a cache box.
Could be the same person who left that antler.
And maybe they're leaving me an entire creature, piece by piece.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe jump. Oh, thank you, sir, dude. That's very kind of you. I know it completely offset the flow of the game by me jumping, but yeah. Smooth, professional. Right. Yeah, anything with antlers and these claws I don't want to meet. Yeah. I thought I'd set the volumes to like an okay level, but apparently not. I suppose it doesn't. Loose stone. Okay. I'm scared that this is the kind of game that these kind of things actually matter, and I'm just leaving them. Oh, we've got another message from Dave. Guess who's going out with Debbie next week? Oh wait, I can take this and read it, can't I? Oh no, I can call in about it. I didn't.
Hey, who are these guys, Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance one of them was that guy I saw in the canyon? You know, the guy with the flashlight?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know him that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
Let's go check the new guy. Him talking to himself. So I figure stay away. Remember when you saw G. Let's toast to Debs. Who's Debbie again? Oh, Debbie. Nice. Oh. Okay. Onwards. It's that way. That is a way, isn't it? Well, that's a way. Let's go peek.
Hey, sorry about snapping at you earlier. I thought about it, and yeah, I suppose that must have sounded kind of weird when you heard me take that other call. Plus, you're just out here in your own head. Trust me, I know how it is. So, did you break any hearts back in Colorado when you took this job? I myself have chosen to never get attached to anyone who would miss me, but I know I'm a bit of an outlier. I don't mean that the way it sounds. I mean, I care about people, and I like companionship as much as the next person.
Honesty is the best policy, but
the same person for your whole life. My Aunt Kathy was married to the same guy
let's
for
listen to
4
what she
decades,
says.
and when he died, she found out he'd been having an affair with a real estate broker for 15 years. Whereas my Aunt Judy traveled the world dating artists and musicians as she saw fit. Call me crazy, but I'd rather spend a week in bed with Sonny Bono than half a lifetime with some cheating stockbroker.
Oh, I know. If anyone gets the reference.
I'm actually married.
But you're here.
Hey guys, that's none of your business. She's sick and I shouldn't be here.
Everything's fine. Just, you know, taking some time apart, getting some fresh air.
A little change.
Yeah,
All right, well, we can just leave it at that.
thanks.
There you go. Non aggressive way of diverting the conversation. Don't know what this little area is for though. Maybe it comes into play later. So we want to go left. I assume we can try and get back. But... Ooh, excuse me. Is that smoke? That is smoke.
I see a really thin plume of smoke.
Yeah, I see it too. A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire. You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood. Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
Will do.
A nice little meadow. Where did she say to go? Oh, it said south. Was there a cave behind me? Or that? Oh, actually. Well, it's too dangerous for me to jump off here, so... oh, no, there we go. No, no cave. Still ready for a jump scare. I know it's not really that kind of game. Look, this must have had a burn already. Stop it. Why am I useless at scary games, because even non-scary games get me. Okay, she doesn't want to talk about that. Stop it. Don't know if that's supposed to be me going through these. Is that path? No.
Look, just so you know, I didn't mean to overstep my bounds earlier when you brought up your wife.
I know you didn't. You were just making conversation. I appreciate it.
So, tell me about her, if you want.
She's a college professor. She's a PhD in biology, evolution, and stuff.
Ooh,
Evolution and stuff.
That's a risque subject in these parts. Man, she sounds sexy.
She sure was.
Where does she teach?
Don't say
Yale.
it was.
Yale.
Yep, the Yale.
Shit, Henry.
She flew back and forth. I hated it.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. Anyway, that's her.
It's map. Where am I? Up there. I'm getting back to the canyon. Did I go the wrong way? plume of smoke was to my right, and I've kept it to my right. Ah. That's ages away. That's again southwest of us. Oh, right. It's marked on the map. What? Okay. Alright, I guess we get down to that point and then put a rope down and go straight down. Ah, there's the 5 Mile Creek. Okay. Oh my god. It's far too loud. Hello, Vulcan. Lovely to see you. Yeah, it keeps jump scaring me. One, I put the volume too high, and two, this game, although it's supposed to be like a cozy story or whatever, is giving me DayZ vibes, and I just keep getting jump scared by everything. Ugh, I never want to play a scary game on stream. I know it's like the staple for streamers, but I think a lot of people's opinion on me would change. I remember one time my friends brought over a VR headset and we played this really rubbish-looking game. It was like there was no animation in it. It was really plain textures, but it was like just a house with like the most basic assets used in it. There was no real theme to it. There was, and like the textures on the wall were still quite bright and everything, and it didn't look like a scary game if you were just looking at it. But this doll would follow you around the house and appear behind you, and that was enough for me. Like, no thank you.
Wow, I'm on top of a natural bridge out here.
Really? Is it a complete arch?
No, I guess the bridge is out here. Still, I think I could jump this gap to get across the canyon.
Wow, you're a regular Evil Knievel.
Oh yeah, you should see the jumpsuit I'm wearing.
Which way do we want to go though? Yeah, I guess if we go straight across, then we can climb up to cache 306, head west, and then down to cache 309 and yeet. Yeah. Oh, that's the squeeze we did before, isn't it? And then the cave was down that way. Ooh, music. I guess that's to fill in all the climbing I've got to do now. Yes, thank you, Vulcan, for the sub. To Scribbles. So, game direction-wise, I assume they put music in to just make sure that you realise you can't talk to what's-her-face at the minute. Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some of this to my chill playlist. Hate the sound effects. Another block trail. Can't clear it yet. I guess I find a blade later. No, you need to play for another 30 more minutes. The man's leading lines. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing this until Dinkle goes live and then pass everyone over. Again, like the little warm-up act I've become. Never the main act. Alright, so we're where we think we are. That's probably the first box that we opened, isn't it? So we need to head this way. I assume. Oh, we're going slightly off east. We're going up that bit there. Let's have a look at that way anyway. Don't know how many secrets there are or in this game, or if everything's kind of put in front of you. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. This is where I was looking at. Yeet. And like Ruby River. I suppose technically we wanted to go a bit further along before we went down, so maybe we go back on ourselves. Come this way later on.
Man, you had a full-on PhD at home. Part of me thinks that would be insufferable, but then there's another part of me that can't help but indulge the whole hot for teacher thing. You know, heavy petting in the book stacks. Furtive glances during lecture. Ooh, office hours role play. But Professor, I can't fail chemistry. Isn't there anything I can do to pass the class?
We haven't told her she's sick
God,
yet,
I think the
but
second part's winning.
it's not really her business
Well,
as of
I
yet.
called to
But
ask about her, but now I think I've entertained myself plenty. Thanks. Well, I called to ask about her, but now I think I've entertained myself plenty. Thanks.
We had a lot of fun.
I bet you did. Did she wear glasses, the whole nine?
No, she had 20/20
hello,
vision.
Zippy.
I don't know. She's Australian, so
I are not
What's that
sober.
supposed to
Let's
mean?
play games.
I wore
Oops.
shoes and showered, and when I got drunk, I didn't fight half the town.
Mm-hmm.
Ivy needs a man.
That?
We had a lot of fun.
Ivy, what kind of man do you like? Not necessarily one that leads lines. I want to go down to the medicine wheel. Oh well. Hello, Rubber Ducky. How are you? Doing the usual plan where we're going to play up until Dingle goes live and then throw everyone over.
All kidding aside,
One
what
with big
happened
heart.
with the professor? If you guys had so much fun, when did it stop?
I guess it's got to a point where I should read her.
When she got sick, that's when it stopped.
Oh, my God, I mean, fuck. What happened?
We can talk about it later.
Okay, okay, Henry. What's her name?
Julia.
That's a nice name.
It is a nice name. I know just the man. So don't you have a big heart? Excuse me. Nice bot summer ending of kendo training. Only involved drinking this evening. Ray's whiskies. It's great. Well done, Sippy. Are you coming to line battle? Or are you going to be a drunk sergeant? Aw. Who are you? Uploading, let's go. Oh my god. So, Ivy's after a man with a big heart. Anything else, Ivy?
I'm back at the shale slide. You know, the one that nearly killed me yesterday.
You ready to give it another shot?
Do I seriously have to?
To get down to 5 Mile Creek? Yeah, afraid so. It's quite a ways downhill from here.
Ugh.
Right, I was hoping to get through day 2 before hold fast time. But I guess I don't know how this game saves. Let's have a little look. Oh my god. Backpack scared me that time. Oh, we just got a save game. Nice. I think I can just... Can I just leave this here and I'll start back at this location? For those of you who have played it. Does it just... It is from this point. It's not save the progress and then going to make me walk. Alright. I can save game and it'll save me like on this spot, yeah? Cool. Nice. Okay. Do it again because, you know, millennial. Right. We'll quit this for now because we've got like just under 10 minutes till Tinkle probably goes live. And we'll just sit, have a little chat, talk, make fun of Sippy for being drunk. Let's find some sort of chill music for ourselves in the meantime. In fact, let's try and find some on-theme Firewatch. Chill music. I've noticed that YouTube has a new layout now. That's a bit weird. Right. I feel it's a bit weird having absolutely nothing going on the screen, but you guys are okay. What's going on then? 38% beer. Mild smoky whiskey. Wait, beer that tastes like whiskey. I mean, I'm not a drinker or anything, but that sounds wrong. Vulcan's catching up with the drinking. Right. So, how was that? Do we want to continue Firewatch at some point? Is that okay for you guys? Oh, yeah, actually, someone, I think it was Becky at the start of the stream before we even got in, claimed wisdom, I think, as our channel rewards. What was that? Yeah, Becky did. Okay, so our wisdom for today. Let's have a little look. See. Wisdom for today. Oh, it's kind of a nice way of saying something, really. And it's a little fitting. Some people walk through a forest and see no firewood. Basically, some people just don't have common sense, or should we say, like, ingenuity isn't easy to teach. You either have it or you don't. But sometimes making an effort to look with different eyes, that's where like big ideas come from, should we say? So common sense, but not necessarily common sense, but at least being open to looking at things with a new ideas, and don't steal your eyes. No, you got to be looking out for a man. Oh, Jesus. Every time. Thank you, Sippy. Yeah. I don't know what else to put as channel rewards. I know the text-to-speech is a fun one because people like that, but also then need to make sure people use it nicely. I'm pretty sure there's various different bots that check it and stuff. Oh. Right. So, dad joke. I guess we'll stay on theme with woodlands. I lived in the woods for a bit to help me write jokes. Because, you know, they say comedy comes in trees. Eh? Comes in threes? Comedy? Trees? Go drive trucks, Outlaw. It's fun. Have you been on the Euro truck bandwagon? You're more drunk than I am. Oh, me? No. Vulcan, probably. Euro truck is €2 in Steam sale. And let's have a little look. Yeah, library, store. Oh, it's the summer sale. I didn't realise that. Have to keep an eye out on things. Sea of Thieves. I've got it on the Xbox, but I much prefer playing with mouse and keyboard. Do love a Steam summer sale. Payday 3 clearly didn't do very well, did it? I don't see anyone really talking about it. It's a shame because Payday 2 was so good. Scum, that had loads of potential. Like it was going to be like the next DayZ. I don't know. I was following the development of it. I don't know quite. I sort of lost track of it after a while, though. Oh no, Tippy, you bought it for like 20 yesterday. Hang on, let's check. Let's check if it is. Was it Euro Truck? It is £1.68. Oh, that's loud. Is this the one that Dinkle's been using? No, like Simulator 2, yeah? Yeah, okay. I might add that to the cart and join in. Won't necessarily buy it just a second. Oh, Sippy, don't be so dramatic. What else have we got? Oh, Sons of the Forest, 16. I am a poor man, so... Oh, there it is. So I do love the sale, but even then it's really hard for me to justify games that we end up playing for, like, one play. Like, I only got Chivalry because it was free on one of the Epic, I think, at the time. Oh yeah, Outer Wilds I've still got to play. I'll probably play that on stream because apparently that's quite a good story and deep. True, you are right up there, Ivy. I'll probably pick that up later. I feel bad for Sippy though. Isn't it new though? I guess they're just trying to get players in. Is it like microtransactions and stuff as well? Actually, we should also get ready to play Hold Fast, because that server will fill up in no time. Oh shit, okay. Come on. It's about the latest I've ever been to EU8. It's 89. I'm in. Right, let's turn off that. So there's actually a secret on this map that I found with some of the others. But I don't think you can get to it as we are now, because I don't think explosives are allowed straight away. British. That's not British. Hey? That's broken. Anyone else see that? That's definitely France. That selects British. Oh well. To be honest, let's go free roam for a second.
Let's get inside.
I can hear Jacho's first voice I heard. No Dinkle on yet. Oh, Dinkle is live, is he? Let me refresh my page. Oh yeah, there he is. Right. Thank you guys for joining me for Firewatch. I might do a little bit more tomorrow in the later hours. Not later hours, but like afternoon, evening. I guess we'll play through it. Yeah, thanks for joining me. And let me just hand you over to Dinkle. Thank you for the subs, guys. It's much appreciated. But you also need to stop, you all. Right, raid channel. Dinkle Bean. So you got 13 people in. Start raid. Alright, thanks guys. I'll catch you in Dinkle's stream. Love and peace.